So coming off of yesterday's insane volatility, didn't know what today was going to bring. Overall, very happy with the way I was able to execute today and still be able to find a really cheap trade given, high volatility. That's hard to do. A lot of people are not using stop losses right now and things like that because of the volatility. So was able to still find a really cheap trade. We're going to go and recap that right now. Missed out on a couple trades as well, and that's okay. That's just the way it works sometimes. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I am trading my 50K funded Apex accounts. You can use code TBM to get started over there. They're like $30 right now per account with the 50Ks. And of course, this does happen on my live stream, Trades by Matt. So go subscribe to this channel and that channel so that you can watch daily trading. Yo, good morning. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Fairly mellow so far. A little bit of barcode action the last hour or so, huh? Let's quickly talk about news for the day. We got 7:30. We had trade balance. Didn't really do anything. They put the 9 o'clock Financial Juice Elite launch event in here. That's hilarious. Household credit at 10. So kind of nothing. It's the daily chart. Just looks all sorts of weird, honestly. Nice dumps. And then yesterday, obviously, pre-market was insane. And then we got launched off of the open and then kind of just went sideways seemingly. And then so far it looks like we've pumped up a little bit. We came back down. We went up and traded above yesterday's open, I guess, and came back down inside yesterday's range. So we'll see what happens. Right at yesterday's value area high, we got overnight lows at the 20s. We got VWAP up at 220. So overnight lows at 18,020. Currently at 18,120, which is value area high. VWAP at 18,220. Overnight highs up at 18,400 and not 20, 4,400 or 18,440. So pretty big spread still. It'll be very interesting to see kind of how the open works. You can see the books are still pretty thin. Hopefully we get some action that's, a little bit more normal, more tradable for me. But we'll see. We'll take it as it comes. Hopefully we can get some liquidity and make some wise decisions and, enjoy the market movement for what it is, etc. I have literally no clue if I think it's going to pump or go down or go flat. I can see cases for literally all of them. So we'll see and kind of see how the market wants to react the first couple minutes of the day and what the volatility is looking like, etc. Yeah, Japan recovered a ton in the overnight session. I think they were like limiting up and stuff as well in the overnight session. So yeah, we'll see if it sticks or not. It's just kind of weird every time like something like that happens. It's honestly just weird. It's like mass panic, capitulation paired aggressively with like legit euphoria, which is a weird combo. BJ with the 20 gifted. Cheers, man. Make my second payout request at 59K. Let's go. It is Gary's day, chat. If you enjoy the Discord and you enjoy Gary, the head mod of the Discord, and you want to show some love, all donations today are going directly to Gary. Period. All donations today are going directly to Gary. I'm whispering so that he doesn't hear us. Today is Gary's day. And he's still in the chat.
Good
Gary,
morning,
get away!
just popping in to say, Big W Gary today. We are not worthy of his memes.
Who is Gary? He leads our free Discord. The Discord is free. If you're not part of it, you should join it. It's funny, it's great, it's helpful.
GG's for the mod father, Gary. The
mod father. That's good. And just like last time, I'll send a picture of all donations and then I'll send a picture of the Zelle.
Let's go, Gary.
All right, cracking new lows on the day so far.
Happy birth, Gary. Ha ha ha.
Coming in for the overnight lows, it looks like. And yesterday's close. Same spot. I didn't realize that.
Thank you, Gary.
All right, chat. Make sure you press the thumbs up button. Let's get lit so I can read the dad joke of the day while we're having Gary celebration day. Failed to sweep into yesterday's close. Very interesting. Well, I'm kind of shocked we didn't go run into yesterday's close at 31. Couldn't do the extra 10 points to get down there, or 20 points. That seems shocking to me. So far, we've had 140 points of movement in the last 9 minutes, 10 minutes. Significantly better than yesterday. as far as the volatility level goes. What's volatility at? Let's see. Volatility is at 32. What do you determine as opening range? I use initial balance, first hour of the day. Or I also talk about a 5-minute opening range as well as a 1-minute opening range, but I'm not like hardcore on those by any means. And it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. GG's. We got a dad joke of the day to pop up real quick. August 6th, Tuesday. My son's 4th birthday was today. When he came to see me, I didn't recognize him at first. I had never seen him before. I had never seen him before. That's a tough one. Honestly, that's just tough on the execution. That's my bad. God damn. Yeah, it's tough. Into yesterday's point of control. Crickets. Yeah. This is seeming tradable today, chat, which is a good thing. It's seeming tradable to me. I mean, we're not ripping 100 points every minute, so that's nice. So now it just comes down to, I think, letting us like, expand out of the dead middle of the range with where we're at, and then potentially waiting for IB. I'm actually curious, chat, how many of you passed evaluations yesterday with Apex given the crazy moves? How many of you were trying to pass evaluations and did pass evaluations? Let us know in the chat. If you haven't, you can get started with Apex. I trade the 50K accounts. I use 20 of the 50K accounts. You can use code TBM. They're like 30 bucks a piece, basically. With code TBM, it'll give you the best discount always. You can go to tbm.gg/apex. Blue one, passed 5, passed 2, passed 2, passed 1, lost 2, passed 3, passed 1 out of 5. Nice. It's $30 to start one time. It's for the month. And if you take longer than a month to pass it, it's still $30 on the renew. If you don't pass it in one day, do you have to buy a new one? No, it's just it's the fastest you can pass. There's no maximum time it takes to pass. You can take as long as you want, technically. Does your TPH theme stay, or do you have to set it each morning? Yeah, I just open the chart. You open the chart
Hey
book
Gary,
every morning.
According to Theo Von, bees are dying because of the heat. They ejaculate and their whole body blows up. What are your thoughts on this?
Someone, I guess, needs to invent some like bee hotels, little like AC bee hotels that they can get it on in without exploding. Sounds like a big money business, if you ask me. Yes, beesness. That's right. We're talking beesness on this stream. With the pharmaceuticals, yes. And you can call the product Plan B. Oh man, it just gets better and better. We got 10 minutes. Cheap buys at the lows is not a terrible idea. I mean, Delta's just going crazy, so like that's why I was saying I'm somewhat excited for initial balance to get set. But assuming Delta holds, right? But like a rotation into down here, which is really like these wicks down here, like 50s. 55 to me feels decent, even 57, because then I can have a stop that's 12 points, which is just really hard to find a cheap trade. In one second, I gotta take this call. IB is set. And we put a ton of volume in up there, so not terribly shocking. Trying to get a little bit of buyers here. I mean, if we're gonna retrade it, this is an interesting sort of kind of setup. Really, it's more like that. Back up into like the 150s. Very cheap trade. Cheap trade, baby. Why'd you take that, Matt? Okay, so why did I take it? Nice slap, right? Had a 100-point slap. We came back in. We gave it a nice little double bottom ligma, right? We had a double bottom ligma. We didn't have as many sellers in on that last test. So what did I do? I put a bid in at 130. Gave it a 5-point stop, risking $100 on that trade. It's the first cheap trade I've seen all day that I actually like, with Delta increasing, pushing us back up into VWAP. Opened it up a little bit because we have higher volatility and I can get away with a little bit more than 10 points. Could have done the exact same trade again. And yeah, locked in 325 just then. And look, we rip all the way back to IB. And I bought the lows. I had a feeling, man. That ligma at the lows is real nice.